My eye is so aggravated. Oh my god. Y'all see how red that is? It burns. I ain't nobody sending you no fucking $6 for your McDonald's, bro. Have I ate? I ate a little bit. I have this weird thing. An eyeball ring? Oh, hell no. When I go to restaurants, I get like, really bad anxiety. Okay. And I think I just get overstimulated and like get dizzy and almost pass out. So I was like, this ain't gonna work. I gotta go. I didn't even finish my dinner. I was like, I gotta get out of here. Yeah, dizzy. Like I have like a full panic attack where I get dizzy. I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. It's like the weirdest thing. I ate some of it at home. I took it home and ate. Thank you, Matthew. It's only some restaurants. Because it's super early in the morning in Chicago. Yeah, but thank you, you too. Yeah, it's only some restaurants. If they have certain lighting, and then this was Buffalo Wild Wings, so y'all know they have like 50 TVs playing, and then sitting in the bar, there's a bunch of drunk people talking. I'm not pre-diabetic. I do get my A1C checked often. But I've been having a weird thing today. I don't know if my thyroid medicine is maybe a little bit off, but I've been having like a lot of heart palpitations. And my doctor, so I was supposed to go like every 3 months to the endocrinologist. Well, my doctor left on maternity leave right after my surgery. So yeah, you can tell I eat a lot. That's crazy. I love when people say stuff like that, and it's like, bro, I'm glad you can start to tell. Like, thank fucking God. Thank you. Like, I need to gain weight. I'm on levothyroxine too. You take that for your diabetes? Though, that's a thyroid medicine. What's the first thing I do when I get out of bed? Probably piss. You get your A1C every 3 months. I get mine, I don't know, probably like once a year. I get a lot of blood work done because of my thyroid. You take that? Yeah, I'm on it because I don't have a thyroid. Like, y'all can't tell because I have the blur effect on, but I got this gnarly scar right here. I'm not even on milligrams. I'm on 75 micrograms, MCGs. 75 micrograms, I think is what that is. Yeah, see, I have pee anxiety, so if I have to pee, like, I gotta go. Yeah, so, okay, she gave me an option. Every surgeon is different. So she could have done mine. She told me she could do it here. I think here, or like here. Like right there. And I was like, honestly, do it. Literally just go right on top of my thyroid. Make it the easiest surgery possible. Like, I want you to be able to get to where you need to get without any problems. Like, just, I don't care. I like the scar. I think the scar is cool. Anthem's waking up, so I might have to go get her to bed real quick. Unless she closes her eyes. She's like, started chewing on imaginary stuff and then closed her eyes and went back to sleep. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so I just told her to get to the easiest spot. And I'm glad I didn't get it right here because my shirt after my surgery definitely would have been rubbing on that. And like even now things like going over that feels really weird. And I don't have any like feeling right here. Like this is all numb. Like I could close my eyes and somebody could touch it and I wouldn't know somebody was touching it. It's really fucking weird. How much was your hand tattoos? I go to the same artist every time. He gave me a really good deal. It was like $250. My friend wanted it lower and then hated the healing process because of the shirt thing. Yeah, I figured that would be annoying, but the healing process here, it did not hurt. This didn't hurt at all. I had no pain right here. You would think, like, it looks really painful. It looks like it would be awful. It didn't hurt. Not one bit. Now, what did hurt was the back of my neck. Because they hold you're in, like, a really weird position like this for 3 hours on a hard surgery table. So the back of my neck was in so much pain. But this, it didn't have any pain at all. Yeah, I have scoliosis. So, like, laying like that for hours really fucked me up for, like, 3 days. Yeah, I have finger tattoos too, if that's what you're asking. Yeah. Graves' disease. I had a total thyroidectomy. So, for 8 years, they know I had a positive ANA, my lupus test, surgeon's test, surgeons, I don't know how you say it. MS test, like all kinds of stuff, that it all came back like normal. They finally ran my thyroid levels. My thyroid levels were kind of off. They weren't too concerned, so they just ignored it. Thank you for the heart meme. They ignored my thyroid test completely. They were like, whatever, you're fine. You're like 17 years old, like whatever. Like, you're okay. Fast forward, I just like ignore it and keep being miserable for years and years and years. I get it tested again after I'm done being pregnant. And it's off, a little bit more off than it was before. My endocrinologist is like, here, just take this medicine, like, it should help. Medicine never helped. The medicine never brought my thyroid levels to a normal range. They stayed out of range no matter what they did, whether they switched the medicine, because I was on PTU and then methotrexate, I think is what it's called. So they tried both of those and nothing was switching. I was like, okay, this endocrinologist sucks. He ended up being fired. And so I was like, I'm not going to this hospital chain anymore, this practice. I'm going to switch and go to one that's, I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. You know how there's like different types of like, I don't want to say so you know how there's like children's and then there's like St. Jude, like 2 different hospital chains. Okay. So I was at one and then I was like, okay, I'm going to go to this one instead. Went to this one. Doctor saw my level. She was like, oh no, girl. Actually, I lie. I go to my nurse practitioner and she runs my levels. And she's like, yeah, that's fucked up. Like, your levels are fucked up. And she's like, I'm going to send you to this hospital. They're better. They run it. They're still fucked up. And they continue me on the normal medicine that I was on. And finally, my nurse practitioner is like, no, like, you are in a thyroid storm. You're literally dying right now. Like, we got to do something about this. We got to figure out what's going on. So I guess she contacts my endocrinologist, and finally my endocrinologist, they do another ultrasound to check on my nodules because I had some masses on my thyroid. The nodules haven't changed. And then my thyroid doctor has me take some normal blood tests. And so for a blood test for autoimmune diseases, it's really a hit or miss thing. It's not studied enough. There's not enough research. It's not as accurate as it needs to be. She's like, you know, if you have Graves' disease, or there's other stuff, but we know I didn't have Hashimoto's, but she was like, if you have autoimmune stuff with your thyroid, it'll show up. In a rare case, very rare case, if you haven't and it doesn't show up on blood tests, like, that would be so rare. I get the blood test done, okay? This is my luck. I get the blood test done. The blood test comes back negative for Graves' disease. Negative. And she's like, you know, this isn't right. Like, you're showing all of these symptoms. You're in a thyroid storm. Your levels are obviously off, but your autoimmune markers are not showing it positive. So let's go ahead and do a radioactive iodine scan. She does the radioactive iodine scan. I go to the hospital, I take a radioactive pill, do a scan, go back the next day, do a scan. Well, when I go the next day and do the scan, they told me at first that I would only have to isolate from my daughter for 1 day, for 24 hours. I go back into the scan. They were like, listen, I just looked at your results and I really need to talk to you. I was like, fuck my life. That is never good. That is never good. Because doctors they don't do that. I don't know if y'all have, like, done ultrasounds or CTs, things like that. Your doctor is not going to call you back, especially at a busy hospital, and be like, I got to talk to you. So they send not only the radiologist, and the doctor, and they both come out and they're like, you cannot go around your daughter for another, like, 48 hours. 72 would be best. I was like, what do you mean? Why? And they're like, because whatever you have going on, which is definitely Graves' disease, is making your thyroid hold on to a shit ton of radiation. Your thyroid is not letting loose of that radiation, so you're still going to be able to contaminate your daughter, and we don't want to risk her having that radiation on her, because radiation is dangerous, as we know. And then at that point, I go back to my doctor. Well, she calls me, and I go back in, and she's like, okay, so you have options. We can do radioactive pills, and you can take it. You can take these radioactive pills, and it'll basically, like, kill off your thyroid. It may or may not work. Yeah. Or we can do the surgery. And I was like, okay, let me think on this. Let me research, and I'll let you know. I call my nurse practitioner because she's the one that got this figured out for me. She's the only one that has helped me and taken me seriously in 8 years. So I call her and I'm like, hey, what do you think I should do? She's like, if I were you, I would just get surgery. And I'm like, okay, do my research. And well, the radioactive iodine is less invasive, which is always good. But when you're doing less invasive and you're ingesting radiation, that's not good. A lot of people, not a lot, but a good amount of people who do the radioactive pills end up with some type of stomach cancer, things like that. So I was like, you know what? Cancer runs in my family. It's not even worth the risk. Let me just do the surgery.